I think it's really important for stateless people like myself to be able to vote. It is a basic human right, and I want to be able to fully participate in the society, including voting in UK elections.
There are estimated to be over 500,000 stateless people living in Europe today, often marginalised and denied their basic human rights. Without citizenship, stateless people often do not enjoy many of the rights that we take for granted. To see a doctor, to work to feed their families, to access an education, to travel to be with family and loved ones. Even when identified, stateless people are often denied the right to vote and thereby a voice to change and improve their lives.
People become stateless for a variety of reasons. For example, because of the breakup of a country like the Soviet Union, or because of nationality laws that don't allow women to pass on their citizenship on an equal basis with men, as happens in about 25 countries in the world presently.
And stateless people are long-term residents in British society. If they have the right to vote, they can get their voice heard.
I believe all the human beings in general, they have to have their political and civil rights wherever they are, either in their own country, homeland country, or abroad.
I think it's important for stateless people to have the right to vote because stateless people do have a voice and consequently should be heard.
All stateless, they should be participating in any political processes and they should have a chance to for any voting either through the councils elections or the parliamentarian elections.
I also think that this will bring a different perspective or point of view that otherwise may not have been heard and needs to be considered.
And they can feel like they belong in British society. This is a very important step towards active citizenship. It's important to give them this political voice. Let's give them the right to vote.
As a Sri Lankan citizen living in the UK, I have the right to vote. This is a consequence of empire, a recognition of the special bonds of the Commonwealth. Statelessness is another consequence of empire. Throughout the British Empire, thousands of people moved or were moved from their places of birth. Upon independence, they were often rejected by their new countries. They became stateless.
Join us and encourage the rest to have this right for all the stateless to participate in their political and civil rights.
I think the point is that as citizens of nowhere, stateless people cannot leave. There is no other place they can go, no other place they can cast their vote. This is their home. And as such, it's really important that they are given the right to vote and the opportunity to participate in decisions that affect their home.
The right to vote is one of the most basic fundamental rights of any functioning democracy. Stateless people who are lawfully present in the UK should have the right to vote in all UK elections.